Acid Rocker. Acid Rocker. Acid Rocker. Acid, 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 acid. Acid Rocker. Acid. 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 Acid Rocker. Acid rocker. Acid. Acid.
Hello, hello. We have a best of 3 match that should be displaying. There we go. Things working. We're on the Blue Racer's Choice of Inferno. Sure, that incorrect. Got a little pause for just a moment though, so it's just fine. Can correct that. So we're just on pause for a moment till our actual true start. This is coming in, both teams on a semifinal upper bracket. No team being eliminated from this match. One will be sent down to the lower bracket, the other will get to the upper bracket grand final. See how that goes. We're still waiting for the match to truly start here. Communication and probably tech issues going on real quick. We'll be good in just a moment. Goes live. Could take a moment to re-look over our bracket. And looking over it, Blue Racers going against Socially right now. Happened after Blue Racers were able to successfully take down Vortex SE, bring them down to Revenge GG. In lower bracket, where Revenge GG successfully eliminated them, as well as Socially, which took down Revenge GG for that lower bracket match. But looks like things have been resolved and underway. Team Socially Esports and Blue Racers can start at it. Socially starting on the CT side here. Looks like an aggressive second mid push for information here. 2 players of Socially Esports. Able to get away taking little harassment damage. Get info, there's no one towards this position. Blue Racers leaning towards the B split anyways, but not any rotates really towards from CT here. And a player Emoshi already taken down. And with it, it is a 4-on-3 situation in favor of Blue Racers here. However, quad position held until just now mollied out, leaving Ralphie isolated to get taken down by a fake. Bomb plant down in a 4-on-2 after plant situation. Difficult situation for Pieface and Yalstair to be able to adjust. Blue Racers likely to convert our pistol momentarily. Fake playing around the quad box here. Ian plays towards the pit. Stanislaw able to find the first player, Pieface. Ian taking down the remaining player, Yalstair, just behind CT. And Blue Racers take away the pistol. That'll be a good start here, though it looks like Socially Esports are immediately going to respond with a force here to go against Blue Racers. Contend further against them here. Interestingly, a single AK, 2 Gleals, and 2 SMGs, and Scout's able to find a tag onto Psyche early. That's massive for these Deagles here, so one shot will be able to take down one of these players here. Well, as Ralphie rotates around quad, it will be, or the arch side rather, be banana control obtained, and one of the teammates successfully isolated. Moshi with the double, though, taking down both Ian and Psyche down from the tag earlier, and leaving that, he's been able to maintain the B site control and leave a man advantage for Socially Esports here, despite the econ disadvantage. With it, Stanislaw is going to group up with his team here as they've gained apps control here. Be up to Pieface lurking around the boiler. Out looking the wrong way. Fake's found an opening onto this A site here. And with it, and no players directly towards the site itself, will be open for the taking here. However, little awareness of a push from Arch until just now. Awaken will be the first player contact here. Though it looks like they're prepared for the retake to go through the site side of Arch. For it's been re-smoked. He here taking potentially a first contact here. It looks like they'll decide to save here. Retakes are difficult for the CT side. Moshi finding a Mac 10 in the process and being confident. Just try to do damage with what they saved up in the next round as they're forced to save. As Blue Racers will be up 2-0. With that, be interesting. Moshi not just finding the double, but the Mac 10 as well. Be able to toss that over to a teammate, most likely. Help his teammates build up more money. With that 3K, should be able to drop an op to his teammate on the 4th round as well, if saved appropriately. So we'll see how they decide to manage the situation here, as it's more AKs and rifles coming out for Blue Racers here. Be just Stanislaw and Ian with the Mac 10 and UMP. Actually, Galil still kept from Psyche from the previous. Be more Deagles purchased up by Socially, even though focused on being an eco still. Willing to have a weaker first full buy to be able to keep that presence up with the Deagles here. Reese instantly taken down by the nade. Moshi able to catch one before getting traded out here. 2 players towards Apps holding for the aggression here. Punish Pieface, leaving it a 2-on-4 situation. Blue Racers going to be able to successfully convert the 3rd round. Unless some miraculous situation can occur. Plenty of utility on these players here. So even though B is being held with this way, looks like they'd easily be able to smoke it off and deny the vision. Psyche's going for information on his own, able to take down Ralphie safely here. Will look for more here. Yaster only with 6 points of HP, unlikely to be able to do much here. As Blue Racers start walking into the B site. Info of the player now known. With how weak that cover is, any round will take it down. As Blue Racers get their 3rd round on the board. That first by M4s. Op being tossed over to Ralphie here. Stingly, the Opper having the only kit for the CT side. Be important that kit's maintained wherever it may go down, may affect Ralphie's decision making as well, to be sure the kit's in a good position, not taking any aggressive risks initially here. It looks like the brawl for Banana starting off in a strong sense. Full Molly spent, late Molly towards Tar to block off the position despite being smoked off. He's able to retake it here low. Looks like it's going to be a pop flash through the smoke here. Able to take down the Opper. That'll be no kit, most likely, for this retake here. It'll be up to Yaster. Pieface here to try to hold onto the site here. Yaster only able to find one. Pieface being taken down, not able to convert any players. 2 CTs could be left to save here, not knowing that 2 of these players are very low on the Blue Racing side here. Though we'll see what they decide to go for here, as it looks like Moshi is slowly looking for an opening through second apps here. Could find one Stanislaw. And with that, they decide to save regardless. Be a very difficult retake situation. Reese able to find the op and the kit and recover it to bring into the next round. Could allow for a better situation here. Able to save safely. Looks like Blue Racers attempting to go on a hunt, though won't be able to find much at all. Safely staying in T spawn to preserve the 2 rifles. Won't be enough to allow for a true full buy, though will be decent enough to have a good enough buy to contend against Blue Racers in this next round. Be left at a disadvantage, but it'll be enough to work with to give them a chance here. However, they're down 0-4 against Blue Racers right now on the Blue Racers map choice. Be important for something to happen. However, Ralphie's already been naded down to 24 here, attempting to go for an aggressive move here. Moshi's isolated towards the sandbags, dangerous position to be in. Very easy to get cleared out. Be short control denied from Blue Racers. The Molly will isolate the sandbags position. Fortunately, Reese has Moshi have backed off. There are various positions. It'll be Moshi taking first contact, getting the first player down successfully. Getting a second before getting traded out by Ian. Ian and Stanislaw rushing it into the site now. Site isolated and smoked off here, and Fake with the lurk here will be able to punish the rotate from Pieface, leaving it a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb still not down. stuck outside the default plant position here, giving plenty of time to Socially Esports to adjust and set up for the retake here. To see here, Blue Racers have good control of the site and lockdown, however, have to get this bomb planted, which is the issue. We're trying to wait and let Fake lurk for information here. Try to find an opportunity up to Yaster to try to find this player on the other side. Truly serving as a distraction. Ian's finding an opening as Yaster takes down the lurk player, leaving just Reese on the site alone right now. Nade will be able to tag both the players down to 78. This loss will be far more deadly now in these engagements. Get a far more consistent kill. Reese, however, is taken down by the AK of Stanislaw. Despite that, leaving Yaster in the 1v2, players staying together towards the ruins. Molly will cause a danger, though, for Stanislaw. Instantly takes him down with a headshot. So he tries to fake the defuse. And Blue Racers up 5-0 on their map choice of Inferno. See how Socially Esports try to adjust here. The high loss bonus, Moshi able to pick up an MP9, but they're mostly deco round. With it as well, AKs for the full side of Blue Racers. Apologies, need a second there. Looks like it'll be a crossfire setup. 3-man stack towards short and arch. However, it's a pretty standard B default that appears to be coming in here, or at least Blue Racer is setting up for. However, they are working on map control on apps as well, which they've obtained, as well as the balcony. Could change their position, with bombs still down near T-spawn. Still have their options left available and open here. Blue Racer's trying to bait out information from Socially to decide how to respond. Though with the weak, or rather non-existent utility, just some deagles in play, hard for Socially Esports to respond with much other than standing there, but may give an opening here. Swaken's only able to get one before getting traded out. However, with that info now, players immediately start rushing towards B, leaving just one player alone, Breeze, isolated on the site here. Get cleared out in just a moment, even with the awkward utility usage. With that, they're going straight for this retake here. Yaster is able to find one through the smoke here. Ralphie's able to punish Psyche, jumping around, crossing mid-air. Such a wild fashion. Stanislaw's position known. Yaster is able to get by the firing line of Ian. Yaster will still be able to get taken down by Ian. Blue Racers barely hold on their streak, making it 6 to the goose egg. It continues on here. CT's trying to adjust with the double op setup here, but Blue Racers have used fast pace and aggression here. Unless Socially Esports can find these early openings here, these ops could be a heavy downside and a punishment, making Socially Esports suffer even further. We'll see how the situation is handled here, as it looks like it's an apps approach here from Blue Racers on the 7th round here. Awaken able to get a first opening early on Yaster, getting the man advantage for Blue Racers here. So Ops not finding any openings, with pop flashes and smokes to get through in space. Looks like it's quickly going to an A execute here. 2 players on the site here. Will be up to Ralphie here with this op. Able to line up the shots, only able to find one though, and both the remaining players taken out, leaving just Moshi and Rish in a 2v4 situation here against Blue Racers, getting a streak of 7 in a row here. He's just able to find one of the players lurking, despite 2 of the players being low. And Blue Racers, information not known, Socially Esports to run away to try to save these 2 weapons for the next round, maintain their economy. Or with a weaker buy, they could be just falling even worse behind. So they'll have weaker weapons and utility to try to continue contesting against Blue Racers here. And with that being the case here, could be putting themselves in a situation to have weaker full buys they can't contest with against Blue Racers. A allowing Blue Racers to keep up this streak from the 7-0 it's already at. Could be a mistake here, even though it seems like the smarter move on pen and paper. See how it exactly ends up going. Certainly not giving enough credit, as some extra reserve money's been left over, so plenty of kits and nades on these players, so that's not going to be an issue as of now. A stellar loss bonus. See if they can finally respond and get around on the board. Will maintain control of Banana. However, this player set up towards logs, and this flashbang looks like he's able to play around here. It looks like counter flash set up here for Reese to try to go aggressive here. Needing to take first contact. Nade could take down Moshi here. Neither of the nades connect to take down either Moshi or Reese, fortunately enough for them. Third AG sent towards that position here as both these players are starting to get tagged down. Though it looks like the situation's still under control here, as banana control's been obtained relatively cleanly from Blue Racers, winning out the HP trades. Far better. With it, no short control gain. However, Apartment still under control of Awaken once again. With that little bit of fake utility, they're going to be rotating quickly to go for the B execute now. And with it, the key rotate player locked onto this A site here. Could be a disastrous situation once again here. Up to Reese, which finds a double and leaving just Moshi able to only get one. Leave at least a man advantage for once for Socially Esports in this round. However, still a challenging situation as Awaken's already found a good position here, taking one down and smoking off deep in CT here, leaving Yoster blocked off for the moment. Both players stacked up towards ruins together. Face unlikely to be aware of their position here. For a gap through the smokes found, Stanislaw is able to get the trade, catching an off-angle surprise with the smoke info being provided here. Pieface likely to stick the bomb here with the flashbang, able to get away with it as Stanislaw runs out of rounds. And a ninja for Socially Esports to get their first round on the board. However, with not even able to take the engagement to get the clutch, rather just get away with the smoke defuse, may be smart, but doesn't spell much hope for Socially Esports to build more rounds off of this. They've certainly had a weak start so far, though hopefully with it and the round win, they're going to be able to adjust and perform better. Usually when you get more money with the loss bonus than you do for a round win, I believe they get slightly more because of the bomb plant. At least compensate socially, and as we look at Blue Racers here, 4K on multiple players, 10K on Stanislaw, be a difficult economy for Socially Esports to be able to break here with the dominance Blue Racers has started on the first few rounds of this half. So we go to round 9 here. Be important for Socially Esports to keep up consistently multiple players alive to be able to break down this economy of Blue Racers and make this a closer match for this first map here. We'll see here, due to the situation, just two FAMASs, Socially Esports and M4, Pipeface likely an M4 drop for him, I would assume. Actually an AK, found from the previous round. And lower utility as well, might be difficult for them to hold off Banana here. Looks like Blue Racers are taking the Astralis inspiration of letting Banana be under control and just smoking off vision for Socially Esports here. However, Socially Esports not really contesting here. Blue Racers are just going to try to benefit off of it immediately. And molly off the sandbags position here. With it, they obtain banana control and already have apps early here. And with the rotate player deep towards Arch, at least aggressively looking towards info here, could be a dangerous situation. It's like with that, car control's been gained here. They might be setting up for an execute once again here. Awaken and Stanislaw looking for an opportunity here. It appears none will present themselves. see as it continues here. As yet to see much here. It looks like a fake execute towards B from the previous round getting in. Be able to bait two players from almost rotating early. Only one truly rotating, but leaving just two players on this B site. It's about another disaster gets felt underway, especially with one of these players' positions already known. And now with the second as well, they're able to trade 1-for-1 on the site. Awakening Stanislaw finding the frags to the two defending players of Socially Esports here. Leaving a 3-on-3 situation and the site under control. Blue Racers be challenging to retake the site, though Socially Esports have to go with it for it. And with two flashbangs still remaining on Blue Racers as well as a resmoke towards CT, this retake becomes even more difficult here. Forced to go towards short. Stanislaw finding the first and the second. Position with the off angle, fails to get the third here. However, Moshi with the 1v2 situation. Fake with the off angle will take him down, and Blue Racers up 8-1 on the first map here against Socially Esports. Blue Racers with a confident T side on their map choice. Socially Esports failing to find any way to adjust so far. Stuck with just the deco once again. We go to the later stages of this first half here. Blue Racers looking to be in a certain situation to take away the first map here. Looks like the nade will be able to connect onto Moshi, and with other utility like the Molotov, players are isolated, leaving just Apple player, which will short peek into Ian's crosshair. Leaving Awaken to find a double from aggressive abs push, leaving Ralphie the last remaining player to get taken down in momentarily by one of the Blue Racer players. Just a moment. Looks like Ralphie tries to find an opening, will be able to take down Ian before Psyche trades him out. Or with that, that's only a gun taken away from the hands of Blue Racers, economy being built up once more. And another timed out called for Socially Esports here. With it, it'll be up to see how Socially Esports try to adjust here. Once again, looks like a more appropriate choice, focusing mostly on the rifles for now. Or just another break. We'll at least try to benefit off of slowing the momentum of the Blue Racers here. Them trying to adjust here. For things will only come worse as time goes on here. Situation likely far from reassuring. At least for the Socially Esports here. A small technical issue on my end I had to deal with. Apologies. Hopefully everyone's having a great day today as we're able to continue with this upper bracket semifinal between Socially Esports and Blue Racers for Phoenix League Season 7. Best of 3 matchup on the pick of Blue Racers here, which have started on the T side. Trying to go even more aggressive. Socially Esports trying to find that opening pick. However, the spam, Psyche able to find a headshot onto Reese, taking him out. Blue Racers the man advantage, almost catching a second on one of the players there. Nade, fortunately for Socially, will not connect. Second one is deep, not deep enough, however, just tags down Moshi slightly, bringing him down to 86. With it, Awaken holding for a boiler push once again to punish here. Though it's very passive position by these two A players. Just a very passive situation, no risk from Socially Esports here, allowing Blue Racers to get map control and continue to keep walking over them here on Inferno. They don't seem too confident about the situation here, not finding any ways to adjust here. With it, once again, a fake A execute. And quickly rotating towards this B site here to catch players in rotation here. Moshi being the first one to be taken out, able to find a kill. despite being caught out of position here, and Ralphie able to find one as well and reset his position. His position's known, but however, Waken's still on this lurk to find one as Stanislaw denies Ralphie the second. Bomb site under their control, and Waken's still lurking to be able to take Yoster down as well, leaving Blue Racers in double digits with Socially Esports only obtaining a single round so far. With it, Blue Racers in a good position to take this first map away in dominant fashion. See if Socially Esports can eventually come with a response here, but it looks like it's going to be a stomp for map 1, at least for the moment. 10 rounds on T side of Inferno is not something you want to see. Certainly something hard to come back from. Soon to become 11 with just Deagles on the Socially Esports side. Little for them to do here. Looks like they'll stack leaning more towards the A side. Blue Racers making sure to flip which site they go to every round. Being sure they're unpredictable here. With the multiple fakes in a row, it's going to probably lead Socially Esports to stop rotating, allowing this B play to become even more effective here against these Deagles, if the nades don't even finish them off here. So double nade stack, it could take out Moshi instantly. Double nade. Nades won't be close enough to take him down, fortunately for Moshi. However, it's brought him down to 33 here. Hasn't been enough utility to have Ralphie rotate just yet. Without the gamble stack coming in here, Waken will be able to punish rotates, and it'll be just 2 Deagles on this B site here when they go in for the execute. Especially with that one smoke keeping Ralphie engaged and focused on holding off this A site as B starts coming in here. Moshi able to find an opening, not able to connect the second, but fake finding a double in the process anyways. Taking out both the A site players. Players still left remaining here. Trying to spam shots through the smoke here. Players tagging each other down through the ruined smoke. That Ralphie trying to find a lurk from behind here. Though Ian is safely is safely rotating through Banana. That Reese has been able to find another opening. Fake's the only one left alive here, 25 HP, as Reese has found a double in the bomb site. The situation becomes dangerous as Ralphie tries to rush him down here. And with the defuse kit on Reese, Socially Esports are able to steal away a second round eventually from the Blue Racer side. If they can build off of this, can eventually make a 5-10 half and get them back into this game and give them a chance on the T side of Inferno here. However, need to be able to continue with these rifles off of what they've done from the Deagles. Though we'll see what they can do here. Ralphie will be the main opper towards Arch. Once again, Ralphie not getting put into a lot of engagements here. Blue Racer's good at isolating him out of the duels. And Nate directly landing onto Moshi. He's brought down to 44. Trying to hold and hide at this barrels position here. Banana still held for him and resetting up a pop flash with him. Not see anything towards bottom mid. Could give info for the rotate here. With that information gained, it's going to give Reese time to adjust here. Utility to stop the execute coming in from Blue Racers here, at least just for the moment. Allow 4 players to be stacked up towards the site effectively. The Reese will be isolated. Ralphie's able to find a first to play off of Yoster. Typeface finding a third. And Yoster finding the fourth, leaving Ian in a 1v4 situation here. This is a good hold coming in from Blue Racers. Reese holds for the possibility of Ian here. Lines up perfectly to take him out, and Socially Esports with their third round. 2 rounds left remaining. Money starting to be built up for Socially Esports for these last remaining rounds. Still money for the rest of the half here for Blue Racers, however. Meaning they're contending against full buys for the rest of this first half here. done, but looks like it's another time out here. Likely for Blue Racers to figure out how to end this half as dominantly as possible. Could be from Socially Esports here. As they try to figure out how to keep converting this rounds as they're finding their way back into it and to keep adjusting against Blue Racers here. Though we'll see here as Blue Racers already put themselves in a good situation here, having double digits early into the series. Be in a good position to take the first map away. This was last round was notably the first round Blue Racers gave up control of either apps or banana. Socially Esports able to capitalize off of that information to have players stacked on the site. They simply adjust to make sure to keep their banana control. Could be back to the previous situation here with Socially Esports losing rounds helplessly to Blue Racers once again. See what happens as we go live. 2 rounds left remaining in the first half of the first map of this best of 3 for upper bracket semifinal of Phoenix League Season 7. So here, Ralphie's playing towards his arch position still. Pretty standard default from Socially Esports here. None of the nades towards Banana connecting early here. Pieface almost getting caught by the apps push here. Controls obtained and a little bit more focus of Fake here, focusing towards apartments here. With that, Ian also has concern towards the bottom of the mid. However, Socially Esports not trying to go for the information this round, so it could be a different situation in play here. Where Yasser's now going for information until just now, with the nades thrown by Blue Racers. With it, they try to quickly explode in. Socially Esports not able to get the info so far. Round will be an arch take attempted. Fake's able to take out flashbangs. Meanwhile, Ralphie's able to find a double towards arch side before Psyche's able to trade him out, leaving Pieface to be able to maintain control of the apartments. Try to retake the site 3-on-2 from Boiler with his teammates here. Molly will be able to deny the head glitch peek, at least for the next 7 seconds. It's going to be done here, so it looks like Pieface is setting up a flash for his teammates to push through the CT smoke here. Decides against it here, just clearing towards short side. The only player pushing from this way could leave the other players left isolated afterwards. Ian's able to hear him and take him out cleanly. Be up to Moshi to try to take him down, expose himself to 2 players at once in the crossfire. Able to get a response, however, Psyche is still able to maintain the clutch, taking down Reese and Blue Racers 11-3 ahead of Socially Esports. 1 round left remaining, both teams able to get full buys on the board. Could be a key swapping into the next halves here. So the challenge will be from Socially Esports to be able to adjust to a significant deficit going on into the second half. Be able to do with it here. It's past positions, and Awaken's already taken down Pieface, and Psyche's found Mochi as well. Won't be able to take down Reese, able to win the duel with the MP9. However, with it, a quick rotate towards A has already been handled. Ralphie able to get a surprise tag in, evening up the situation, despite still being a 3-on-4 deficit for Socially Esports. The tight tag, and Ralphie holding towards his arch position. Meanwhile, his teammate Auster taken down by Awaken towards the apps balcony, and this A site's been opened up. It's up to Ralphie to hold it single-handedly here. Ian just jumping right by him, taking him out as Fake on the lurk will punish Reese on a mid-rotate. And Blue Racers in the half in a 12-3 lead. See what can be done by Socially Esports here as they continue on their T side. Starting with just 3 rounds, if Blue Racers able to take this pistol away, we could be quickly moving to Dust 2 here. With the confident aim, could end up leaning to a 2-0 as well, if Blue Racers can keep up the pace and comfort that they have so far. We'll see how that goes. We continue here. Awaken able to get some early info. Getting tagged up slightly. We're seeing a bunch of players and aggressive info. Looking for the banana duels here. Slaw is able to get contact with one of the players. Just to trade either of them out here. However, rotate's already coming in. At least be 3 players trying to hold this A site here. Stanislaw tries to start quickly running over here. Full execute from the T's here. It'll be up to 3 players. Fake Stanislaw and Awaken here. Awaken using a good angle around the smoke here and able to find one with Fake, making a one-man advantage for Blue Racers here. Player stuck isolated towards the site without the bomb down. And Psyche able to push through here. Leaving Moshi alone with 17 HP. He's able to find 2 before Psyche takes out both of them. And his teammate. Socially Esports 3 rounds away from a map lead. Looks like they're in a good situation to close it out too. Full SMGs with the single scout in play. Could cause some danger if these Deagles are clean on their shots here. Awaken's far cleaner with his scout already tagging down Yoster. Nade could finish him off and tag down all of the Blue Racer players about 10 points. And another nade, as well as Psyche pushing down bottom banana here. Blue Racers just desperately going for a mid-rush through short here. Fake hearing this info, it's up to him to mow him down. Already finding 2, caught looking the wrong way. Reese will be able to take him out. However, it's Awaken to trade, and 4 weapons still remaining on the Socially Esports side, as well as 14 rounds. Blue Racers able to bring out AKs, for they need to convert essentially an 11-round streak just to deny an overtime possibility from Socially Esports here. Looks like Blue Racers, or not Blue Racers, but rather Socially Esports. Just realized that didn't swap back over. But it'll be Blue Racers in a good situation to take away their map pick 14-3 here. See what can be done here. Yoster and Pieface are in a terrible situation. Only 2 players left alive here. Weaker weapons to some of these Blue Racer players, however, good positioning. Pieface surrounded by 4 of them, pushing him from the apps here. With the aggression, a little bit of technical lag. Stanislaw almost dies in the volley here. Verse able to get away before Yoster takes him down. All 5 players hunting him down. Blue Racers becoming confident at this point. Yeah, just for any correction's sake, it is Blue Racers with the 15 rounds. Apologies there. And it looks like Blue Racers are in a very strong position to take away this last round. Close the first map 16-3. Or it looks like it'll be a B-rush desperation here. Tons of utility being thrown out here. Ian able to transfer the 2. Not able to find the 3rd. However, switching to the pistol. The Glock even. Able to get a 3rd. Reese and Yoster stuck with just 63 HP together with just Mac 10s to try to hold on here against full executes and AKs. Fake taking down the 1st. Reese the only thing holding Blue Racer away from the first map win. Taken down by Stanislaw with the Negev. They're going for the full BM here, confidently taking away this first map away from Socially Esports. Despite Blue Racer showing up 5 minutes before the series to do the veto, they'll be able to catch up for lost time by taking down the first map in a dominant fashion. Blue Racers to start this series up 1-0. Be catching you guys in just a moment for map 2. Please stay tuned.
blood orange morning, we hardly slept. Polished chrome, tinted glass, the way you looked then. We slept with our heads together, we had the same dream. Cityscape and the chipped door piece. Hit the roof of the car, driving through the yellow light. Golden glow reflecting your smile in the night. I'll let your red shotgun as the sun is fading. Oh, we'll get out of here, baby. Out on the
Oh, hello. We have map 2 between Blue Racers and Socially Esports here. Blue Racers starting the CT side of Socially's map pick of Dust 2. After taking away DE Inferno, their own map pick, starting on T side 16-3. This is a double elimination series. We're only playing the upper bracket. Neither of these teams will be eliminated today. Blue Racers one match away from going to the upper bracket final. Looks like the CT's Blue Racers here have been able to push up their T spawn here. We've an isolated T player and are retaking the A site from A long as there's a plan for short here. This is a wild way to start it here with what Socially's taking control of, and Yoster stuck to take this engagement between two CTs, able to get both of them before Awaken trades him out. And no smoke or defuse kit for Blue Racers here. To go for this, Gandalf player Awaken, or Moshi rather, Moshi able to take down all three of the remaining Blue Racer players. Socially Esports with a very peculiar win as the A site was left just open for them to take, as it was a 3-man push through mid for Blue Racers. Even more interestingly, a 3 scouts purchased up by the Blue Racers side. See what their strategy is here. Not one that's going to pan well initially. For the nades will work better, tagging Reese down to 15 points of HP, leaving it about a 4-on-4 situation here. Ian trying to look for an opening here, however leaving himself open to Moshi. Spray him down to 24 points of HP here. Still 3 scouts in play for the Blue Racers here, where they need to be able to get frags with them to stop these pushes. They'll be able to just run in. To be able to get more than tags here. Appear that Pieface is setting up for the B split smoke. Mostly as a fake here, but with 3 of these players dedicated through long. Looks like they're changing their mind, dedicating towards the B site here. Only a single scout on fake here. Difficult for him to get more than 1 here. Able to get the first, but not much more. However, Psyche pushes through the CT smokes and able to catch Moshi by surprise. Leaving it actually a 3-on-3 situation. Molly giving away his position, but not before he grabs an AK in the process. Psyche aware of the possibility of someone hiding in this back corner here. Stuck towards his position. Scouts giving info, and this with this player confirmed. Up to Pieface here, able to get the first and drop back down. Leaving both the CTs to try to run away here to save this AK and Scout. Face interestingly swapping with the MAC-10 here. Looks like Ian trying to find an opportunity. Someone tries to peek him. Psyche hiding safely in the cubby of top mid. And 5 remaining players will all survive going into the next round here. Socially Esports able to start with the lead this time around. And Blue Racers forced to save. Socially Esports, as long as they can convert this round, will get just as many rounds to start as they ended with on the last map. Be a good step forward to get them in the first 3. It's good to see him bringing more energy here on their map pick here, as well as Psyche finding an early opening here. Getting tagged by the MAC-10 from lower. We'll see what will happen. Ralphie finds a perfect timing through the smoke as it blooms to take down Stanislaw. It might be another opening here. Pieface finding onto Fake here. Now the situation becomes a lot more dangerous here as Pieface has found another. And now it's a 4v2 situation in favor of Socially Esports here. Ian has to try to hold the cross here, but no way to do so. HE could cause some damage to these players for the retake here. However, Yoster's been able to catch Psyche from behind. Pieface will punish Ian pushing through the smoke here. Socially Esports get a third round. We just hear first full light coming out from Blue Racers here. CT side Dust 2 can certainly be a difficult prospect, especially if Socially Esports show themselves to be very comfortable on it. See what can be done here as Moshi's lurking in the tunnels. Make sure no pushes comes in. We'll slightly do a little harassment damage. Here, looks like it's more nades getting that short control. Pieface will freely be able to obtain here. Shadow control on the long doors by Psyche here could deny the solo player long pushing here of Reese. For a crossfire with the box stack Ian's on. Right outside the tunnel. Or even though B-Ton's under control. First key engagement here could be on Psyche to hold this long rotate. Otherwise, Awaken's going to be pitched in a poor place and it'll be a disastrous situation for Blue Racers here. With Awaken getting isolated from multiple different angles. Up to Reese here, which will wait and hold and punish Psyche going further aggressive as the AXQ comes in here. And it'll be Awaken failing to find any before getting taken out. It's a 5-on-3 with A-Site in control. Blue Racers put in a situation forced to save here. Socially Esports recovering with some dominance of their own on their map choice of Dust 2 to start. With an early 4-0 lead on map number 2 here. A save will be coming in for Blue Racers. Though it looks like Ian's actually going aggressive here to find a weapon or an upgrade. M4 from his teammate, at least. Though it looks like he might be going even more aggressive to try to catch them by surprise here. Could just leave himself exposed and punished. Meanwhile, Pieface has been trying to find a lurk and able to find one of the players going through tunnels. Socially Esports up 4-0. Only 2 rifles brought over by Blue Racers. It'll be a difficult round to be able to deal with the consequences of. See what will happen. Socially Esports, interestingly, with an M4 laying around their side, benefiting off of the stolen weapon. Otherwise, looks like it's a fast long play here. Nade could do some heavy damage here. Directly hitting Pieface, bringing him down to 72. 3 players already stacked on this A site early here. As the tunnel push comes in, Duster is able to quickly recover and take the first. Appears to be unaware of the second player, but the possibility. Looking for Ian, could hard clear him out here in just a second here. Where Ian's able to hold and get the successful duel win. Hold tunnels, and with that, Socially Esports speeding up towards taking this A site here. Stanislaw trying to go for the rotate. Might have been heard trying to push through long. Or maybe not, as Ralphie's looked away from his position. Awaken failing to take any players with the initial contact here. However, the surprise play, Pieface is able to immediately respond, taking down Stanislaw for the trade. Psyche is still in Gandalf. And Reese and Pieface both at very low HP against the Steagle here. However, Psyche's stuck in a position. No utility to take him out. These Deagle shots need to be very accurate. On a nice edge for this round. Pieface trying to carefully head glitch around the boxes here as Reese holds a passive position. And with it, bombs should explode just due to time. However, Pieface will take him down just in case for the matter. The Socially Esports now up 5-0 on their own map pick of Dust 2. Done here, first up. being grabbed for Ralphie now, I believe. Stanislaw with an op as well on the CT side. Using it to position towards mid. Nate finds a direct contact onto Ralphie here, bringing him down to 56. Pieface goes for the opening here, able to take down the opper. And that's mid control obtained and denying the op of Stanislaw. 5-on-4 advantage, and with the aggression pushing through his own smoke on tunnels, Blue Racers are down 2 men. Molly will leave a gap, another one being exposed. Socially Esports here changing their pace and ability on the second map here. In a dominant position and getting their 6th round soon on the board here. It's like the tides may have turned quickly here for Socially Esports here. Wait for Psyche attempting to save here. That a risky place, choosing to be in CT spawn. Could see contact with one or multiple of these players soon enough here. Looks like they're mostly focused towards clearing the site itself. Safe for the moment. MQs could give a hint of what direction for him to look. Or he's caught looking the wrong way, and Yoster will be able to take him out. Socially Esports up 6-0. No weapons converted for Blue Racers. Likely another save in hand. With it, Socially Esports are able to keep up this streak. Probably continue 7-0 on our second map here. Putting himself in a good situation. Able to reset their mentality and to continue on here. Give us a better match here. About every mistake they could have been doing on Inferno. Not taking any risks or setting up to find openings and such. They're finding here on Dust 2 and setting up Blue Racers to be put into bad positions and make even worse results for them here to allow them to have dominance and have a 6-0 lead up for the moment. We'll see what Blue Racers decide to do to adjust rather. Though regardless, they'll be stuck with just pistols for this round until the next full buy on round 8 in just a moment. Oh, apologies there. Looks like it's just 2 Deagles and a single Z-Zed, interestingly picked up by Ian. Be interesting to see how that's utilized to try to defend on Dust 2. With all of its very long angles and tight corridors. Could be playing shorter tunnels. Though we'll have to see. Still wait with the timeout playing out. Another Deagle picked up by one of the players, and timeout finally ended. AKs are now re-picked back up for Socially Esports here, and they're set up for a B rush, and it looks like they're prepared to do it as well here. 3 players rushing straight into tunnels here. And with it, disastrously, an A stack here for Blue Racers. Unlikely to find anyone on the contact here. However, it looks like it's not a rush coming in from Socially. Deciding to take their time and prepare for a mid-split. That there's opportunity for Blue Racers to be able to rotate. Get information not yet provided. However, Pieface is able to find one. Ian trying to hold on to long here. Able to catch the timing and recover the spray and pick up the AK in time. Leaving this cat stack to actually take the engagement here and trade even. Leaving it a 2-on-2 situation, and Ian with an AK. B site's been lost, but potential for this retake here as it's an eco round, and 2 AKs have been picked up by these CTs. Situation has gotten vastly more dangerous here as Ralphie's rotating late with the bomb. Yoster is waiting for his teammate before actually taking the site itself. With there'll be one player pushing through each avenue. Stanislaw take the first contact, immediately taking down Ralphie with a clean headshot, leaving Yoster in the 1v2, isolated in the cubby here. Trying to hold for the smoke to fade. not reach an appropriate time here. Both players could be peeking him around the same time. Stanislaw will take him down right as he starts to fall. And Blue Racers with their first round on the board with an eco clutch, with only some pistols in their hands and a good hold of short to allow this retake to happen. Though we'll see what can be done for all teams in store here. Now with that eco being taken away by Blue Racers, they have an excellent economy. However, initial long control's already been lost. They don't seem to be directly re-engaging for it to take a bad duel. Flashbang will be able to allow them to swing out, however, they will be punished. Yasser and Moshi taking down one each, leaving just Stanislaw with the op alone on the site here. Being able to cross successfully, however, his teammate Stanislaw is already taken down here. CT Crossmoke's taken down, and Ralphie catching one on the cross. Moshi taking down the last player of Ian, and Socially Esports quickly respond with their 7th round on the board. It appears it's another timeout for Blue Racers here as they struggle on the CT side here. See, as the timeout continues here, there's an op on Ian currently. And now a second one on Stanislaw. Looks like they might be setting up for a 4 situation here, trying to play around ops. With the timeout resuming, or ending rather, be 2 Deagles, 3 Deagles, awaken upgrading the P2K or P250 into a Deagle. CT smoke missing for the cross here. Ian's able to cross safely here. However, it's a bunch of Deagles and an op here, and they're going directly for the engagement here long. Late counter flash won't connect on any of these players here. Not able to get to the boost position quickly. Moshi able to find 2 before Stanislaw is able to respond here. However, it's enough to allow Pieface to feel forced to burn through his utility here to try to get out of this position. With a large gap through this smoke here. Flaw's looking for the timing on him here. Might have almost seen his leg as the player's still stuck here. When the Deagle's playing close, and Ian's taken away a player from the B lurk, hiding around the back of the B site here. Stanislaw will deny Pieface from being able to escape his clutches, leaving it a 2-on-2 situation. Double op split on both the sites here. Be important for whichever player takes these engagement to win it. It's a single, let alone a double op retake, would be difficult to do here. And it looks like they're deciding to go up short here. It'll be up to Stanislaw to defend against this double or single AK op setup. But it looks like a run boost is going to come out here. They're going to try to catch by surprise. Run boost is bad. However, Opshot's able to be dodged here. Head showing in position known here. Awkward situation. Stanislaw is still able to find the first and the second. Sitting in the fire. It's Stanislaw with the clutch to get Blue Racers their 2nd round. Just not afraid of the fire and getting a key clutch for them in that process here. Socially Esports still with plenty of money left in the bag. However, Blue Racers able to steal another round away with this double op setup. Good start coming back here. See as Pieface tosses the bomb towards long and then leaves it alone for the moment. It's certainly an intriguing decision. So we have Psyche playing behind the dumpster around the Jax position towards long here. Nasty off angle that works with good consistency. And good timing on the molly too to dissuade the push. Stopping Pieface from going for the aggression as early. Harassment will make sure that players are staying away from the back of the B tunnels here. Though, they have left an opening as short control's been gained here, and it looks like they might be setting out off an execute, relying off of it, or just baiting rotations to go onto B through a fake here in just a moment. We'll see what they end up deciding to do here, as Mollies continue to keep these players off short. It'll be up to Stanislaw and his op to do the initial anchoring. The nade timing is good enough, it directly hits Reese in the process. Tries to jump down, catch Awakened by surprise. Ian able to find an opening on one of them, but it's a surprise B split catwalk. And they're able to get the B site with 3 players still remaining alive here. As Pieface plants the bomb in the default position, it'll be a 2v3 retake if they decide to go for it. Could be tempted to do so due to the rounds. Be doing such that Psyche will be the first contact here, aware of the possibility but not able to win the duel. Yoster taking him out, leaving just Stanislaw to save his AWP. See if any adjustments are made. However, all players appear to be saving from safe positions. All of these weapons will be brought over. Optifying a insane clutch from Blue Racers possibly in this next round. For plenty of money kept on being saved up by Socially Esports here as they continue on. With that, we'll see how it continues as we go into round 11 here. Blue Racers down 2-8 on the second map pick of Socially Esports, after taking away their own map pick in a very dominant fashion here. See how, if they're able to adjust in these final few rounds. It's like time being given, and Reese doing the basic cross smoke. Lower tunnels here. However, Stanislaw is still able to catch him down and see his feet as he jumps across through the smoke. Takes him out, and it's a 4-on-5 situation. See what happens. Pieface fakes some utility to try to go for long control here. Psyche will be able to call this out and keep his teammates dedicated, focused towards other positions here. Yoster looking for some B contact here. As these players try to set around either site. See, as the situation is not just yet resolved here. As it looks like Stanislaw is looking the wrong way and going to the wrong bomb site possibly as they go to execute into B here. It's 4 players stacked on the wrong side of the map. Despite the info gained by Psyche, with Stanislaw taken down, would be a 4-on-4 retake, but likely just a save here coming from Blue Racers and Social Esports in a very good position to get their knife. Looks like Blue Racers are going to attempt to go for the retake here. Could be just making 2 wrongs here. Psyche able to find a first, Ralphie trading him out. Big finding 1 in the process, leaving it a 2v1, which Yoster will finish off in Social Esports' favor. Be leading 9-2 on the second map here of this upper bracket semifinal. Here, as we continue on, long control's been held by Blue Racers this time around, and they're deciding to try to be aggressive with it, going through the smoke here. Pieface able to find the first here. Awaken's able to deny him with the counter smoke push Pieface attempts to do. leaving Moshi panicked enough to try to find that bomb and deny another push coming from one of the Blue Racer players if they decided to do so here. Though it looks like A's site is effectively under their control here. Cross being very dangerous here. Awaken with a clean one tap to respond to Ralphie. Taking down Fake here. However, being the last player left remaining in this B site under control of Socially Esports here. Reese will be able to catch him by surprise, hiding in the Gandalf position. With that, will not matter as we continue on here. See how it continues here. Ralphie's able to catch Fake on the cross here, and that's already a man advantage for Socially Esports here to continue their dominance here. Not only with that situation getting worse here, it's only like MP9s and losses for Blue Racers here. Challenging situation. They go for the total progression, able to find one. Moshi will deny the second for the moment. Nade will get him off the angle though, and allow upper tunnels to still be under their control. Meanwhile, Wigan comes from the side, able to surprise and get another one, leaving it a 2-on-3 situation here, where Ian's caught looking the wrong angle, looking for the lower door side, missing the players crossing. Socially Esports about to get their 11th. With it, Ralphie able to take down the last player. Psyche as he tries to desperately go for the retake anyways. They're left with just another force and a very low amount of rounds on the CT side, which could potentially be fined here, but it's not showing as much confidence this time around. Socially Esports are certainly better at challenging them this time around than the first map here. See exactly how things go here. Stanislaus looking for an early initial contact here. With the shot given to him, Moshi's able to be taken down. A 4-on-4 situation after Reese takes down one of the Blue Racer players. Not only that, but Psyche has attempted to push through, and Reese has found a second, taking down Stanislaw. And with that, it's a setup for a B take here, just behind the smoke here. Psyche's able to find another opening here, but it's up to Fake to hold on, able to get the first here. But Ralphie will be able to land a no-scope on him to deny the second here, leaving it to a 2v2 situation here. And Reese having his eye carefully trained on tunnels here, going aggressive to find the first. Second coming from his angle as well. We'll see how prepared he is for the possibility, though will certainly become more likely as time ticks. And Ralphie's able to quick scope him out. Socially Esports are up 12-2 on the second map here. The last map score was 16-3, taken away by Blue Racers on DE Inferno. With it as we continue here, Guster able to find another pick early for this final round of the half, and Reese finding another one. He traded out just a second by Psyche, able to upgrade to an AK and attempting to go aggressive here. Now his position's caught out, trying to desperately throw a Molotov. However, Guster will deny him, taking him out. Stanislaw is able to find a tag on the cross here to one of the two players, and the bombs were planted on this A bomb site. Guster to punish the rotation, leaving Ian left with just 15 points of HP, easily taken down by Pieface. Socially Esports are up 15-3 here, or 13-3, sorry, on the second map here, and in a good position to bring us to a decider. See how things continue here. All the unreliable play and dominant performances would be surprising to see it continue on Overpass. Or if the opposite happened and it continued being stomping. Never know until we get there. However, this map being map 2, and Socially Esports being up 13-2. Blue Racers in a difficult situation to maintain this. However, Pieface found an opening towards tunnels to maybe make this end even sooner here. Man advantage on the key pistol round here. But Stanislaw has been able to respond, finding one in key. And with it, they quickly rotate towards long. Players rotating towards short. And stacking on this B bomb site gives this long bomb site up for open. Ralphie having no information of players until they fire. Able to find the isolated player Ian on his lonesome, though. So we'll be a 3-on-4 retake here, helping out the CTs. Or we'll just have to wait and see how they adjust as well here. All 4 of the players pushing through the short side here. Ralphie able to take one and a double, leaving Awaken alone in 1v4. Take him down with another clean shot. Ralphie with the 3K to get Socially Esports the 14th. Socially Esports might take away the second map faster than Blue Racers took away the first. Amazing situation here from Socially Esports. Only 2 rounds away from a 16-2 scoreline on the second map. Recovering in a very dominant way. Being able to respond. Where it's not just over yet. And the Galil spraying. Ian will be able to find 2 in the process. And Reese brought down to 47 as well. May not have info on his position. They're yet to clear it here. With no shots fired. Ralphie is able to find a triple and a quad feed. Eating the entire Blue Racer squad alive, leaving them by surprise with the car position not being cleared out. Socially Esports steal away a round to be up 15-2. That massive round being found looks like we'll be going to Overpass shortly. Series will continue for all the marbles. Unless Blue Racers can truly bring out a miracle with a friendly stab like that. The utility used, it's unlikely. Moshi able to find 2, Reese able to respond with a 3rd, and 4th, and 5th in key to end the second map, 16-2. We're going to go to a 3rd of Inferno. Stay tuned as we decide what team goes to the upper bracket semifinal. The upper bracket final in just a bit.
How did I get lost in my own orbit, revolving around the planet that no one else can find? I'm waiting for signals on my screen when the signs that I'm receiving are all delayed in time. All I wanted was a little space, a place where I can fully be myself. Was building up a world that keeps me safe. How couldn't I see it really was a cage? Give me a little space.
Things have not yet been decided. There is the knife round. I'm going to make sure it's highlighted here. It's going to be an important part as we go to our decider map here of overpass between Blue Racers and Socially Esports. So that is currently displayed incorrectly for the knife round here. Let's go. It's like still 3-on-3 in the knife, but it looks like Blue Racers will be able to take away the knife and choose their side. And it looks like Blue Racers will be starting on CT of our decider map of overpass here. See what happens here as we go underway with our final pistol of tonight. Well, technically our second to final pistol. First pistol of the last map of the best of 3 series. Upper bracket will be a upper bracket final for whichever team can successfully convert this map in their favor. To overpass here, and it looks like connector control will be initially obtained by Socially Esports here. A lurking Reese to be able to pop flash for them as they go for outside restroom control. Very passive position with the solo A players. It's a B stack initially here. And with it, Ian just now rotating. Stanislaw having to reset here, and it'll be a retake situation position here. Except Ian's gone aggressive to the site, getting one-to-one trade here, and Moshi finding a second of Psyche. And Blue Racer decided to try to rush into the site before the bomb was down, getting punished for it here. Socially Esports in a strong position here to take away the first round, and finding contact, Moshi able to find a double, leaving him with 3 frags, and Fake the last remaining player left alive here. Fake able to cleanly take down the first here. However, split between multiple places, finding a second. No utility in his hands though. Left open and exposed. Yoster will be the one to take him down. Socially Esports to take the first round. Be them continuing their streak after the dominant 16-2 on Dust 2. Blue Racers done the same though with the 16-3 dominant scoreline on Inferno as we started. So with this final map here, important to see how these teams are able to respond to each other and adjust. Blue Racers doing a force once again here. See situation with the heavy utility, could tag up the scout here. Only 1 nade connects, bringing him down to 62. Flashbang for Pieface to try to play around here. With it, the Blue Racers are trying to find gaps in some very cheeky smokes here as they're stacked up towards the restrooms. see how it continues here, as Reese has been able to find an opening onto 1, obtaining water control. Fake looking for some jump info and mollying B short here. Looks like long will be the choice of route for Ralphie here, as most controls obtained, except for the restrooms here, which Ian is single-handedly holding for the moment here. This A site will become exposed as soon as he's taken out, as he leaves himself open. Peeking wide for information here, leaving these 3 weapons scrambling around the B bomb site here. Could be able to catch Reese isolated, Awaken able to take him out with some assistance from Fake. But with that might be a gun retrieved. But with that SMG, not much else to take for the moment. Bombs down in a 4v3 situation in favor of Socially Esports to successfully convert the second round here. Hold towards outside the restrooms here, and it'll be a CT spawn hold for Blue Racers here. Looks like Socially Esports continuing a fast pace here on the T side. Working off of their energy on Dust 2 here. With that, if they maintain the momentum, it might be hard for Blue Racers to come back and contend against them. This map's known for probably the closest scoreline. One of the closest scorelines of a Counter-Strike map out of most of them here. So, Socially Esports can get a good lead early. It could be difficult to impossible for Blue Racers to be able to adjust in time. Unless they continue a similar streak on their T side as Socially Esports. See how everything crumbles though as we get down to it. As we go to the third round here. Still some weapons hanging around left over from the previous for Blue Racers. Still an unlikely round for them, but we'll see what they achieve. But the nade stack from Socially Esports takes down a player early. Nade in response brings 2 players down to half though. About an equal HP trade, but a player advantage for Socially Esports. With it, long control held and obtained really quickly here as Pieface is rushing down A long here. 3 players stacked on this A site. Molly will give info to 3 of these players here. Them being one of the higher HP players brought down to 73. Players start getting brought down. These deagles are going to start becoming more dangerous here. Start to more reliably 2-shot all of these players with these body shots here. With it, Fake trying to do a flash for his teammate. Get info on at least one of the 2 players towards long here. Another tag onto Pieface, leaving him just 39. Pieface able to quickly respond, take down Ian and Fake. Fails to transfer the third, however, Wake will be taken down by Yoster. Leaving Psyche in a 1v3, not having enough time to switch to the AK on the truck position. And Socially Esports keep 3 alive as they get the third round on the board. First full buy coming in for Blue Racers as we continue here. The cider map of Overpass. Be 2 FAMASs, full utility. Interestingly, a silenced M4 on Stanislav. You can see the weapons, certainly despite it being weaker, the economy benefits can sometimes be the difference. Especially when you can have that extra flashbang. Though, all of that said, the AUG having its increased price tag, essentially stuck with the weaker M4 if you decide to choose it, for its economical benefits. It's handled here. Stanislav's also one of the oppers, so could be more comfortable with the weaponry. So Ian tries to get for info and long with some jump peaks. Bevel, it's connector control, the only thing obtained by Socially Esports here. It looks like they're setting up for another restroom take. Where water control is deeply held by Blue Racers. Could be easy for them to rotate Zach's A site here. Ralphie's able to get a long-range spray on Stan with the MAC-10. Bring the M4. Wigan's able to get the first, almost gets the second, Reese denying him. And it's the bomb site taken, Pieface taking down Ian on a trade. Leaving it a 3-on-2, brought to a 3-on-1, leaving just Fake with 37 HP as Yoster is able to catch Psyche from behind. Looking around the restroom here, Fake trying to catch a time as the bomb's still down, but Yoster will take him out, and Socially Esports up 4-0 on our third map here. See what happens, as it should be another deco round coming out here in just a moment for the Blue Racers. Considering the lost bonus. We see armor and half armor and deagles coming out, and a ZZ, interestingly enough for Ian. Seems to be a fan of the weapon. Very fun pistol, but certainly a lot more restrictive in its usage. It'll be a late fountain take by Socially Esports, making sure they didn't get stagnated or anything, giving any opportunities to Blue Racers. They're stacked up on the B site here. Could be setting up to see a unicorn situation on our hands here. But we'll see as we continue onwards. A lot of safe boosts and peaks to make sure these players don't get picked off easily. Making sure to walk and stay together to react very quickly. With it, all 5 players stacked up outside restrooms here, quickly rushing towards this A site. Blue Racers are going to try to desperately start rotating in time, coming from both angles. Ralphie will have to take some pistols towards the connector rotate here. Stanislaus aware of his position. First off shot missing. However, no players yet taken down here. Ralphie takes another engagement, able to get the wall bang onto Ian here. Waken trying to find that next point of contact, able to take down Reese. Stanislaus finding a second. Gene Yoster able to hold most of them down in key, leaving just Stanislaus with 23 points of HP. And both players set to hold him down. Unlikely for him to find much more, though he looks for the exits here. And with those clean shots, able to take down Yoster, leaving Oshi the only player with a good bit of HP. Saving the op here. Stanislaus decides not to look for him in this round. Socially Esports now up with a 5-0 streak to set up for a 2-0 here, though. See, though, how this cookie crumbles as we continue on here. As it's an op now brought onto Stanislaus' hands to try to defy Socially Esports. Getting really good damage in that eco round. However, with it, one AK's been brought over to Awaken as well. Taken from the previous. Now it's a similar connector play. Just some passive holds towards A and B with the main assault focused towards connector. Looks like they'll be leaning towards working on the A side initially as well. Following off of connector. Okay, trying to hold the off angle for the monster push here. His teammate could be left a touch exposed here until just now and aware due to the flashbang. Being concerned of a push from this door position now. Smoke will deny outer restrooms from being pushed. Reese with that flashbang will force players to be honest. Having Awaken rotate to hold monster from the site as well now. From a deeper angle. And this smoke nade from Reese is going to only cause more trouble for concern. As he runs across here. Be taking Awaken as the first contact. Awaken's able to catch him by surprise here, so this fake entry will not be able to succeed in finding one. Stanislaus and Ian finding another 2 in the process. 5A's able to take down the offer, however Ian's found a second. Good position situation to take down the third. It's a 3K for Ian as Blue Racers get their first round on the board. See what Socially Esports can bring out if they wish to continue the streak here. Blue Racers have picked up Socially's number and figured out how to answer the phone. 2 teams have been stacked with very dominant score lines between the 2 maps played so far. Anything meaningful? A good little bit of spam. Psyche trying to set up for the slide position here. If they set up reading for the B execute here, about to come in. Blue Racers prepared. Psyche able to get the double and the triple. Fake able to come in and get the 4th. And this B site successfully held by Blue Racers. A good spray from Psyche to hold on. With it, all 5 players left alive. Blue Racers in a good situation to start evening the score here. This last player is left isolated in the water. Pushing up through construction here to try to find an opening. Trying to take down Stanislaw. Be able to bring him down to 29 here. Her will easily be able to set up and take him out safely. Maintaining hold of his op and the economy coming with it. Blue Racers have their second round now on the board. With that, the economy of Socially Esports broken. Just pistols in play. Pistols can certainly be dangerous here. Doesn't look like any utility towards Fountain early. And Molly, as the eco rush has been heard through connector here as they position for it. Pieface lurking out, trying to get control to be able to pop flash his teammates out here. Deep flash, however, Blue Racers are already running back, trying to keep their distance away from these deadly pistols. However, these Tech 9s are accurate even while running at range here. It'll be an important rush here. Only 2 players able to get taken down. However, with the stack, they're able to hold on, only losing 1 player in the process. Blue Racers able to build up more cash as they hold on. And it will be 3 rounds now for Blue Racers. And a timeout called, likely by Socially Esports here, for this full buy here. Blue Racers doing a good job to adjust to Socially Esports at the moment. And punish the rushes and aggression. See if they can keep it up here. Slaw continues to be the main opper, and it's just rifles for the Socially Esports side. Not seeming to rely on the importance of the op or being able to afford one for just the moment. That relax here, and the scoreline starting to even up finally. Blue Racers technically with only 3 rounds, but both teams in a good situation here to get more rounds than they have on each of their opponents' map picks. We'll leave this the closest map out of all of them so far, at least for now, unless Socially Esports pulls out a streak out of nowhere. Though we'll see that as we continue here. Never know how things end up going here as we go live now. Early Molly and Tilde will force the smoke to come out. However, the smoke missing. Players unable to push out for Socially Esports here. However, Pieface has been able to get around it and find an opening, taking down Ian here. And Awaken as well. With that, that's 2 players. Socially Esports in a good situation here with this full buy. However, all these players very low and tagged up. This AK of Fake here could transfer to find multiple players here if he positions correctly. Able to take down the first of Pieface. Leaving it a 4-on-3 situation. However, they've already rotated to this B bomb site here. Be up to Psyche now. Stanislaw is caught in a rotation, focusing on connector here. He could catch the wrong timing here. Able to catch the healthiest player and drop down towards the water position. And with that nade, could take down multiple players. Moshi still alive with 1 HP. Finally taken down as the bomb's planted. Psyche take down another. Last one taken out. And all that utility damage coming in. And Blue Racers able to recover the round from a 3v5 situation. See what happens. Continues here. Another deco round now left for Socially Esports here. Changing up their pace, being a lot slower now. Another nasty nade onto Socially Esports here. Multiple players tagged down. And with that single HE, they're going for a long rush here towards A. Rifles might be able to just spray them down once again. Blue Racers get the round. However, it's only one player of Ian repositioning towards the bank here to get info. Might be obtained a second too late. Able to throw out a molly and no smoke. And with that nade, able to bring these players down even further. So they should be able to hold on here. Interesting flash goes a bit far to the left here, and Ian going too aggressive. Ralphie will be able to take him out. However, Stanislaw is able to respond. Justair only able to find one, leaving Reese with just 3 points of HP, taken out by Psyche. And Blue Racers have evened the score 5-5 under Cider map here. See how things continue here. Apologies needed a second. Nice. Close round. Both teams with full buys. It's going to be a key round to decide who ends up with the lead ending the first half soon. As we go to the later stages of this first half here. On round 11, both teams break even 5-5, deciding map. And it looks like it's a connector stack here between Ian and Awaken here. They go for a crunch on this connector position. Could spell a disaster for the CTs here. Moshi fails to find the opening onto Awaken though, and his connector position's held onto with a man advantage for Blue Racers. Ends up being more dangerous here as they burst through the connector door with the flashbang, and Awaken finding a double, leaving him with 3 frags now in a round, and Blue Racers with a perfect setup to be up by 3 players. Looks like Blue Racers going to take away this round. Well, Socially Esports can pull a miracle, be up to Pieface and Yostera to find this. With a late smoke towards this monster position as well. Could deny him from pushing through as well. Only 40 seconds left on the clock as well. And tons of utility left on the Blue Racer side as well. Happens here as Awaken takes contact, takes down the first, and it'll be Awaken to get a full ace on round 11 here to get Blue Racers the lead with their 6th round. Looks like a Tech 9 rush coming out for Socially Esports once again here. So they try to rush into Stanislaw. Reese able to take down Ian as Stanislaw finds a second with the HE grenade. For 1 AK picked up, but Stanislaw is able to get a 3rd here. Misses a shot, but able to find a 4th. And the 5th with the no-scope. And back-to-back aces as Stanislaw finds the 7th round for Blue Racers here. Looks like utility getting thrown out. Utility having to be burnt out early for this T side. Typical fountain control. It looks like it's a heavy B stack here. 2 players towards water and 2 towards the monster side of the site here. For this full buy. the only A player set up deep and long here. With the door open, Stanislaus able to find an opening onto Moshi here, giving Blue Racers the advantage once again here. With it, Ralphie's able to respond and find an opening, making it a 4-on-4 situation here. These two players now towards this A site, both isolated towards long, however, as they set up for the execute here for Socially Esports. Could be a disastrous situation here. See players quickly rotating, caught looking the wrong way. Fake's able to find one before the response. And not looking that way, being surprised by the second player able to trade here. And Yoster able to find a second. Nade will bring Ralphie down to 85. And taken down by Psyche, and Blue Racers now up 8-5. And a good situation against Social Esports, stuck with a force it looks like coming out to lead the half. See what happens here, as despite the AKs being able to get forced out here by Social Esports, it's a slow stack towards the fountain here. So once again, it's a very heavy stack towards B and just resetting later on to adjust towards A. Very confident with these retakes. Blue Racer's been successful with them so far. With it, Stanislaus able to take the first contact, taking down Pieface here. They try to take this A site away. The Awakened be able to respond and take one as Stanislaus cones and key. Each player taking down two, Awakened failing to get the third. However, Psyche will be able to respond, take down the remaining player, and Blue Racers in a position to end the half 10-5 in their favor for the deciding map of DE Overpass. See what happens as we continue on here. Be another buy able to come out. We've blocked out. Flashbang should be able to dissuade players off the angle. However, aggressive positions taken still around A, and this nade could connect, taking Moshi and Pieface down to 65 and 40 respectively. Pieface initially going for the construction engagement here, could leave himself devastated by this AUG. AK, Awaken's able to help him out and get one of the players before taking him out in danger here. Lots of trades. Reese able to find two in the process, keeping it even on a 3-on-3 situation here. With that, the jump peak should have given info away of at least of Joster setting up towards his A position. It'll be two players. Be up to Stanislaus and Ian once again to try to hold this A site if they continue going this way. Looks like they might be repositioning and trying to fake the engagement and go back to B here. See here, able to bait more utility out of Blue Racers, leaving just the flashbang and smoke left on Awaken here. However, 30 seconds left on the clock here. If Awaken decides to smoke construction just in time here, could be a disastrous situation here. This time's running low, 23 seconds. Flashbang just coming out for them to run out here, and Stanislaus able to catch one. Ralphie able to deny the site player and get a bomb plant down. However, Stanislaus just rushing down with the CZ here, able to take down the first with a headshot and leave it a 1v2 situation for Yoster and take him down. Stanislaus single-handedly taking the clutch away. Blue Racers ending the half 10-5 in their favor. game keeps intense as we continue going on. See what happens. A little bit of BM diffusing coming here. Blue Racers having some fun. Blue Racers with a strong 10-5 half going into the second side. Geez, for a little bit of the chaos going on here. The Blue Racers now with their T side. Pistol round be very influential to see how this goes as we continue on here. Now the last half and the last pistol of the deciding map here. Decide what team continues on in the upper bracket between Socially Esports and Blue Racers. And it looks like it's a B rush coming in. A good old monster rush. There'll be 4 players stacked up with Reese on a boost as well here. Reese able to find the first. Where Ian able to trade one out. And Yoster find a double. Reese able to spawn, leaving Stanislaw in a 1v3 situation. Pieface rotating quickly behind him here. Able to catch him by surprise. And Socially Esports to take away the pistol on the CT side. With that, it'll be up to Blue Racers to keep up the pace here. Reset them quickly. However, it looks like they've decided to be conservative in eco this time around. Not wanting to risk the score differential getting even far too quickly. Wanting to get that early full buy-in. Looks like nade set up with some spam with the MP9. Won't be as effective through the wood. We'll at least get some harassment. CT split up all around here. So Blue Racers go for a similar explosion out of the connector to try to find an opening here. Looks like an opening might be found. Moshi trying to help out his team, flashing behind them on A. He up to Ralphie to anchor and transfer 3 and a full 3. And Reese taking down the other 2 safely. All players remaining alive here as Socially Esports get their 7th. See what happens here as it looks like Restrooms is getting given up early by Socially Esports here, willing to trust themselves with just the site anchor. Both teams have been very good with their A site holds so far. Focusing mostly on the B stack and playing A just for information here. For a cheeky deep angle played by Reese to try to play around. B up to Pieface here. 2 mollies being burnt away from that smoke thrown. It's a lot of wasted utility for the CT side here. Only flashbangs now remaining for them with a minute left on the clock here. 2 smokes still for this T side to execute. So missed a smoke on Ralphie just now getting thrown out. Be able to maintain that outside restrooms control. However, that won't matter as they're going B here. Prepping for a B play. And it looks like re-aggression towards water. With it being cleared out here. They would have to push mostly through Monster here. 2 and 3 players set up for it. And Moshi already seeing towards 1. Just going for the peak here. Almost getting the second. Gostero will be able to finish him off. However, trading even 3-on-3 situation here. Still 2 players on this B side. Pieface getting 1 and Ralphie playing around his teammate to get the second. That's 4 players down through Monsters. They tried to push through it. Leaving Awaken alone in a 1v3 going through construction here. The 2 players split on the side of Monster. If he didn't find more than 1, Pieface takes him down with the scoped up AUG. And Socially Esports take an 8th. With it, Blue Racers not taking a single round so far on this T side. But it looks like a timeout will be called with the realization. Blue Racers also realizing they haven't obtained any rounds for 3 in a row with that full buy, fail, and convert. trying to discuss their options and what's happened and see how they can get around taken away to try to maintain their lead further on this important deciding map here. Pasanone is such a tactical map, lots of discussion making a very wise choice to go for here with frequent timeouts. Both teams, even in the dominant 2 maps, very good about using their timeouts, focusing on how to reset the situation, rather than trying to just simply allow themselves to get run over. I mean, look notably on the scoreboard, Stanislaw is the main player that's been coming alive for the Blue Racers here. Not coming out as loudly, possibly at the moment, being a key player that needs to keep on turning up on this T side. Them to continue their dominance, finding openings for the team here. It's more of a collective team effort on Socially Esports here. We'll see if any possible issues have been resolved. We're going live with round 19 now. Blue Racers up 10-8 against Socially Esports. Our deciding map here. Looks like it's fast monster rush with these pistols here. Anti-flash utility already set up, and Spyface lining them up with the 3K. Moshi with the 4th. Ian, the only one left alive from the spray down here. Left alone in the water. By himself here and nothing to do. But maybe just wait and talk out what to do on this full buy as they stall a little bit for time. Or rather, full buy. I believe it was actually a force when they invested all of that into that miraculous Hail Mary play. So Blue Racers in an even worse position now. Pieface still surviving after getting the 4th. Looking for Ian. Despite the force, it's fine, as they have enough loss bonus with 4 in a row to get a full buy up anyways. See how things continue on here. Up now in play for Ralphie. Full AKs on the Blue Racers side. No rounds for them yet obtained on the T side just yet. Be important to see how they adjust here. It looks like early water control will be a part of that. Reese trying to make sure connector's held on to. Teammate Ralphie tries to hold on. These players are caught exposed, which they won't be, leaving at a good time. Could be caught out of position. Back to a more conservative angle will keep them safer for the moment. 3 players are stacked aggressively close to the walls of the B site. That as well, the aggression won't find any information other than getting more utility burnt on the CT side. He has restrooms controls starting to be gained, and Reese is trying to play around the smoke here. Could be dangerous if he finds an opportunity. Getting play around these outside smokes here and able to take down Psyche. Carefully waiting before running away. Avoiding getting any more shots hit onto them. And Socially Esports with a man advantage here. And Moshi with the off angle towards Monster, able to take down the bomb carrier. Fails to take down Fake. Fake's able to get the double now into Yaster. This B site's been opened up for Blue Racers to try to take and hold on to. Fake only was 7 HP, no HEs left in play. He just spoke on Ralphie. One of his teammates been taken down. And second, Fake's the last one left alive after planting the bomb. And it's an instant retake for Socially Esports to make it 10-10. Blue Racers yet to find an answer against Socially Esports yet. Socially Esports have evened up the score 10-10 now in a position to continue their lead. This is an absurd situation to see going on as we continue on here. Looks like another timeout being called by the teams. Hold on even longer here. So we wait more. So openings are struggling to be found here by the T side. Good aggression by Reese to find that opening towards outside A. I mean, with that, be more buys able to come out for Blue Racers here. However, with weaker utility and failing to convert around so far, it's a dangerous situation to see how they can use this utility effectively to get rid of the CT's economy and find engagements to bring them back into an even situation here. Likely to continue shortly. Both of the scoped weapons of both the AUG and the OP having massive impact so far for the CT side. With Yaster having an AK in his hands too, it only becomes more deadly as things continue on here. See what can be done and how Blue Racers try to adjust here. Tried a lot of fast plays and been punished, and slow plays been having players been able to get caught out open as well. So it looks like a water control play where they'll lean towards early once again here. Quickly responding, making sure they have control of at least the fountain area. Ian lurks to try to bait some utility towards Monster before rotating back with his team. Looks like at least one of these players will be focused on taking connector with this water position here. Players splitting 2-1-2 around the map essentially. More harassment now from Awaken. Keep more spokes burnt down. May give the impression that there's more players here than there actually are. As Awaken, after that spray's gone for a full rotate to join his team. It's only Fake here lurking towards the water, likely to catch rotates that go for an A execute here. For they have to be able to find that opening, and it's Ralphie going for jump info around the dice boxes for early info, and Reese just holding deep towards long. Fake to throw the Fate set of utility will give away his position at the least, but we'll keep these three players on the site though. For Yaster to easily respond quickly with a pop flash. Multiple players rotating, and Reese has still gotten behind them and taken down Psyche. He's surrounded between two places. However, Fake now is the one soon to be surrounded here. Both players pushing towards him. Fake with the triple! Taking down all three with the transfer, leaving Ralphie the last alive, and Blue Racers steal away the round. Fake with an insane 3-man. Socially Esports instantly responding with a timeout as Fake is taken away a round single-handedly. Happens. Pace certainly slowing down a lot into these very quick ending situations here. Fake was put against a wall and he destroyed it. There's no way he should have gotten away with that. But he was able to cleanly transfer all three players down. Such a ludicrous situation, deciding to go aggressive and pushing and not pushing through the smoke to run away. Instead, taking the engagement there. But with that, Blue Racers have at least been able to maintain their lead. And the situation just gets more and more ridiculous as we continue on here. On our final map here. Seeming for elimination. Fake now to start with the opening. Chiming in for Blue Racers here. With that, Socially Esports are going to adjust and go for water control here. Only player towards connector and deep towards monster here. Or just outside of it, rather. Won't be able to find a pick to even out the players. Stanislaw to grab the bomb and rotate to his team outside fountain near playground. Looks like they're already prepped up leaning towards A here. They're split 2-2 for the CT side. Focus on holding water control. first duel between Moshi is very important, able to catch Psyche in time and avoid the Molly taking him out. See how Blue Racers adjust to the situation now with water not under their control. The answer will be Ian taking down Moshi. Maybe just Yaster to get info but not the frag. All Blue Racers in Social Esports is the scramble for this A bomb site now. Just Reese to try to hold on to it on his own here. On the 3-on-3 situation here. Hiding behind the default boxes here. Stanislaw with a quick scope, taking down Reese. Yaster will be able to respond quickly. Bomb plant denied. Yaster taking him down as well, and Pieface punishing the cross of last remaining player Awaken. Social Esports keep it even 11-11. Continue on. Be enough money for Blue Racers to go for a force here. Not sure if they have many timeouts left. I believe both teams might have used 2 at this point. Might not be much left available for them, other than to fight out and endure the rest of this year. Another op still out for Ralphie. Ian, the only player without a proper rifle for this round. However, he's still been able to get water control for free. Appears to be lurking around this position for the moment. Sound should have given away his position, but they might not clear him out. And could become a dangerous asset. Blue Racers are probably aware of these connector rotates coming in. That and key and working towards some A control here. Could leave an opportunity for Ian to just hide here with the Tech 9. And Awaken hard clears Ralphie's position, taking the op down. Just a raw peek. That's the first weapon stolen away from Social Esports here. With that op denied here, these rifles become even more important here. Fake trying to find an opportunity. It looks like it'll be B-play coming in here. Moshi just now going aggressive, push into the monster, be able to take down the bomb carrier. However, Psyche's able to trade him out and rush in. Yaster able to take down the first. Psyche will respond with the trade. It'll be a 2-on-3 situation here in favor of the Blue Racers. Bomb not getting put down though, and Nade will deny the bomb plant. Now they have to cross to be able to get the bomb down. The Pieface able to punish the cross of the first. This round's become a dangerous situation in favor of Social Esports now, as the smoke now fades. With that smoke fading, he fakes the bomb plant, getting both players to push out, fails the transfer. And with the canceled bomb plant and the nade finishing off one of the Blue Racer players, Social Esports is able to take away the round. It is a disaster. That is not a good situation on a key round here, especially considering now Blue Racer's economy is broken. They have to work with just deals for this round. Some, I think, are appearing to debate whether to use a force and have a mix buy of weaponry. For it's only Reese with an MP9 here. So very strong weaponry overall for the Social Esports side here. So could result in Blue Racers getting punished even further if they decide to do this. Current key situation here, need to have the discipline to save and give them 13 here. Just go for an appropriate half buy. Stanislaw going down to 1900. 1300 for Awaken. Might be a little bit too deep of a purchase to get this AK out. Might be a risky situation here. For Yaster, looks like he'll be going for the spam through connector once again. Blowing up the door to expose it for rotates. We're not actually trying to contest water itself here. Ian able to get control of it with the Tech 9 for free once again. Nothing more than that Tech 9 and avoiding the spray here. His connector is taken by his team. Waken to get bound information and pop flash for his team. Actually, the connector players will flash for themselves here. The Molly will clear out Ian. His position being red this time around, and it's water control obtained by Pieface here. Fake trying to find info and an opening on one of these players going aggressive. Could leave them an opening on the B site. Only 2 players towards his position here. However, Pieface caught looking the right way. essentially, as none of the Blue Racers players are, and he's able to transfer all 3 down. Socially Esports 3 ways around from winning the series. Blue Racers have to win this round to deny a match point coming in. And Socially Esports will likely be able to convert to 15 if they can take away this full buy. Reese, interestingly enough, sticking with the MP9 despite the cash to upgrade to a FAMAS here. Could see if that ends up stinging them here in the situation. Benefiting them. And Ralphie with a quick first shot here, giving the man advantage early. Socially Esports, still a minute 40 left on the clock here. Blue Racers already in an unfavorable position here. And could be losing out towards the end of the series here. Be up for the monster play here. And Moshi's able to follow up and get the first. Yostera getting the second here. Fake trying to respond quickly to the side. Take down Yostera. It'll be up to Fake here. Seeing the player dropping down. Stanislaw tries to hold down Water. Pipeface taking down Fake, leaving Stanislaw in a 1v3 situation. And a triangle holding against the bomb, essentially, as these players rotate towards the position. Slaw in a terrible position here to try to recover the bomb, let alone the situation here, to get eliminated. As soon as he peeks, Moshi will be able to take him down with the first engagement. Socially Esports up 14-11. Despite only having 5 rounds on this T side, they've been able to turn it around to 14-11 against Blue Racers here. All of this possibly coming off of the blunder of getting off the bomb plant too early. And a friendly stab bringing Psyche down to 70 is an even more dangerous situation. Especially if he goes for the connector contact here, as they have the players stacked up for Socially Esports here. Again here. With the smoke, looks like they're going to be going for the engagements here. It's like he has to win this engagement, and Reese is able to take down the first. Stanislaw is going to be unaware of the second, most likely here. And isn't Pieface to take him down, and it's a man advantage for Socially Esports on another key round. Blue Racer is able to have this full buy, but still in a poor situation. Be a miracle here, as Ralphie's already gotten the information. Be up to him to find just an opening here, or at least give up the site here for the retake. Socially Esports start flooding in from all avenues. Ian trying to hold towards the connector position. Could be surprised here, able to recover and take down Pieface. Brought down to 22 points of HP here. Fence boost could be seen here. Fake able to respond. Not taking anyone out, but space has been found for Mosi to push out. 2 players left remaining. It's only Ian now with 22 points of HP and a 1v3. All players left low below this 20 HP mark. Ian only able to get 1, and Socially Esports 1 round away from taking this series. Able to get the defuse in. Moshi and Ralphie holding on with just 17 points of HP collectively. And with that bomb plant, it'll be another buy to come in for Blue Racers. However, they have to win 4 rounds in a row to bring us to OT for this final map here. Otherwise, they go on to the lower bracket. And with that, got full AKs, however, very low utility. 5 smokes still left for Blue Racers, however, only a couple flashbangs. So they decide to work through some long control here. Reese behind the smoke could give them the room to be able to push up here. For even with the room to push up, they could be prepared for it. See what happens here. Reese holding right on the edge of the smoke here. About to see these players. Position's been exposed, but he's able to get one before getting taken out by Psyche. And with that, the take is on for this final round here. Potential final round here, rather. But a good 4-on-3 situation here. Pieface has information on one of these players towards truck, though. And with that, could go for this retake here. Could see as time keeps ticking down here. The pressure is on, and a good flashbang. Ian's taken out without an ability to respond here. There's dangerous default plant spot here, but Yostera's able to take down the first, and Pieface takes the second on top of the dice blocks. Psyche only left with 4 HP on the peak, 2 guys holding towards his position, not able to take down the diffuser, and Socially Esports with a 3-on-4 retake clutch to take away the series 2-1 against Blue Racers here. GG's to Socially Esports here. So we move on to the bracket so you guys can see here. So Blue Racers will be brought down to go against... I think I changed to the wrong image. Just a second, just to give you guys the updates here. There we go. So, Blue Racers will have been brought down, and they'll be going to that lower bracket semifinal 2 slot. They'll go against the winner of My Revenge and Jaegers here. Well, Socially moves on to that upper bracket final that we've mentioned. So GG. I hope everyone's enjoyed watching. Please check out @PhoenixCS League on Twitter, as well as follow this Twitch channel. Feel free to support us any way you can. So main way to keep in contact with whatever I'm up to is @TrevorPictures on Twitter. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.